Saturday. It's playtime. Oh my god. What? Rumble, you're crushing it over there. 5 people already? I'm trying a different. I've got my microphone just to the computer rather than through my capture device, so we'll see how this works. And people were saying that the Rumble Studio was having some background noise cancellation, so hopefully they don't do that, because I know that affects how our show works, because we want also to be able to hear my sweet rambling voice in addition to the sweet sounds of my sewing machine. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday so far. I know folks are camping, being outside. We have this awesome... Did I introduce myself? Welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. Today we're hands because I keep forgetting to figure out how to set up my studio on my phone so we can have a face cam and a hand cam. But hey, knitting! I am doing pretty good. I hope you are well also. It's starting to actually feel like summer here. Partly that we also have 2 different forest fires burning right now in the county, so that's cuckoo. But I don't really have a plan for today other than, well, it's Saturday, we play, and I thought it would be fun to try to stitch on a denim scrap today. So we'll try some embroidery on denim, because that's something we haven't done yet. I have this red, not red, like magenta color. Good. I know, it sounded like the East Coast and Midwest were like stealing my summer. It was like 50, 60 here, and I hear people complaining that it was 100. I was like, wait, you have my summer. Bring it back. I'm not ready for... not ready. It's just chilly. But it was a relatively good week. We took one day off because it was a big day at my household. We took the day to celebrate putting up with each other for 20 years. Oh man, it happened and it was good. And we had fun. We went to one of the local markets and they had a heart-shaped package of sushi, and I've never seen it packed in a heart-shaped container before, so we were like, for our special day, you're coming home with us. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. I remembered to grab my safety cup, glass mug with glass straw. Yeah, we've been at this for a long time. Oh man. So I hope everybody's got a project, something to drink, or just to... And I've got in my ear hole, Tyler, some chap is building a Discord/Gilded/Revolt server alternative on Rumble Cloud. And I was like, I'm good at breaking tech. Let me sign up for the alpha test. So they're working out kinks, but so I too have a server now, but it's not open access yet. So well, it's fine. But I got it all set up so that when it's ready for prime time, we'll have yet another place. So we're on Instagram, Rumble, YouTube, Locals, and at chat.travesty or travesty.chat. Yeah, we're all over the info webs. Now, let me tuck myself in. I made sure I wore clothes that I'd made today. This glow-in-the-dark fabric is so cute. It fluoresces green. I don't think I can get it dark enough to show up right now, but yep. glow-in-the-dark skulls and bones because that's the way we roll around here. Good times, good times. Oh, can I get got a cattail in my window? All right. Should we stop yammering and start trying to stitch on this little fabric? I have no idea what. Do I want to sew another flower? I always default to sewing flowers, I think. I've got another scrap. I've got our giant skull and crossbones rumble logo. I got all sorts of stuff, so we'll figure it out. I should just stop yammering and just play in. Okay. It is super fun. It's just a giant circle skirt, but I managed to get it lined up so it lays cute. Here's Oh, I should switch out. I ordered a box of 100 of the, what is it, the 7511 embroidery needles. So the next time we break a needle, we'll put in a fresh one, which, knowing my luck, will probably be pretty soon here. Went to this local little, like, oh, don't puncture my table, like a inside little stall mall, and I found these cute little sharp scissors. They've got a nice weight to them, and I love the design. They're super sharp. So maybe we'll do a cut work thing so I can try out the new sips. Though I did try them, and they are super sharp, which is great. Got a bag of ribbons, also like $4. And then this is a little expensive. I spent $12 for this roll of black trim, but I know I'll use it because it's black, and depending on the light, it almost looks navy blue, but then it also looks black. I can't tell. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Should we cut it? Let's see here. What's... Oh, okay. What? What am I doing? What am I thinking? Always good questions. Should we... of course, did I move all my pens? Of course I did. All right, well, let's just throw caution to the wind because that's what we do on Saturday mornings. Am I tucked in enough? Why do I feel like trapped? Oh, that's right, because I've got... I know, I can't... Of course, I like threw out the package already, but they're just so adorable. I just wanted a cute pair because these ones work, but they just feel... They just don't have a nice hand feel to them. Like, these have got some chunk. Okay, let's... Okay, we are stitching with thread. I know those scissors are probably not awesome if you've got, like, if your hands can't handle a lot of weight, but I've just been pining for a pair of cute snips. I really want to do a butterfly, but I've got another scrap of denim, so I'll draw one out so we can do a cutwork butterfly, because I think that would be fun. Just getting a feel for this different material, because all fabrics, everything stitches differently. So my package that I finally got sent made it to its destination. The owner of the new apron was quite pleased, which was also awesome. And we'd stuck in some fancy Japanese Oreos, so there was matcha, strawberry, and then mixed berry. We've been acquiring cutting tools as they make crafting a much better experience. Yeah, it is nice to have having nice tools, fun tools, whether it's the look of them or the hand feel, really does improve. It does make a difference in the experience. And you think, like, such a little thing shouldn't make a big difference, but it really does, at least for me. I guess we're just sewing some squiggles here. I know, so now I've got a giant pair of tailor shears, some cute little snippers. And I got some fun stuff caught for tomorrow. So I've got a whole weekend full of fun. Oh, so I need to stop using fun. I need to grab out the thesaurus and find some different adjectives. We've got our flowers planted. Still need to get the tomatoes in the garden. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're happy. I hope everybody's healthy and yep. And no emergency calls, please. Hopefully no broken needles, but that's kind of inevitable. And I got the skirt for tomorrow all ready to go, so we can dance a polka in our new polka skirt. And I found, well, let's see here, love, I used to not spend my money on them, and I felt it was a waste, so I'm glad I finally decided to just buy them and enjoy. Absolutely. And if you get good ones and good quality, it's kind of, it's like the mix between fast fashion of, like, you can buy lots of poorly made stuff, or you can make or invest in quality products, and it just makes a difference. Oh, too close. There we go. And I found last week, there is she must be Brazilian because she's speaking Portuguese. This Brazilian granny who does a beautiful cut work. It looks like she's doing like tablecloths and old home furnishing things. I don't know what the end products are, but it's just satisfying. Good times. Good times. Another friend of the channel who was waylaid is free man again. Thank goodness. There he goes. I know, hopefully there was even like evacuation alerts from the fire, so hopefully things start to calm down. It's just because part of the terrain is just hard to get to. And some foolish person was flying a drone over the fire, and which means they couldn't have the firefighting helicopters in the area. It's like, oh my god, stupid. Oops, there goes my thread. Let's see what this looks like, and then I'll switch more through. I don't know what I'm sewing, but let's see what we've got. And I'll add another color, because why not? Oh, let's see how these snips, oh, so satisfying. I know that magenta is kind of hard on the dark. Let's add a lighter color. I'm tauting this up a little bit. You want some orange? Sure, why not? Oh, will be good. And not go backwards with our thread. But I had my thread tied, of course. I know, this is so satisfying. And it's nice to not have to worry about like just give yourself time to play. Not everything is going to be a perfect project. But then sometimes you end up with a perfect thing by not stressing out about it. Okay, I see. I even made sure I put my googly eyes on so I could pay attention. Okay, well, there we go. Let's add another color to this freeform stitchery. Oh, this little hoop is nice to maneuver around. And I'm not going to stitch over the seam because that just sounds terrible. I guess we'll just call this one a flower. It's like a begonia. Oh, the English. My oh. What's that? Okay. Okay. It's actually kind of nice, the denim, because it's nice and sturdy compared to some of the other floofier things that we've stitched before. All right, let's try a little, let's cut a little hole. We'll just rehoop and then use this empty spot. I just added some orange of our thread doodles. And oh, was that from the granny? She was sewing something that the hoop was not tightening nicely, so she just took a scrap of paper and just wrapped it around the hoop to get it to do its job. It's like, oh, that's interesting. That's a trick I've not seen before. All right, so let's cut a circle and just see how this goes. Oh, these snips are spectacular. We'll just sew a little spider web. Oh, yep, my new favorite snips. I think these were originally marked at like $20 from the package, but at the junk shop, $4. Oops. Okay, we've cut enough. I can't see that trick either. I know it was like, oh, completely ingenious. Of like, if your hoop doesn't get tight enough, just stick some like it was like newspaper, some packing paper. It's like brilliant. All right, we're gonna stitch around our circle and fill it in. Oh, do you know it's almost easier to do this without a presser foot. We're just gonna sew free. Okay. Just top this a little bit more. Okay, where? Oh, like why isn't it moving? Because I'm like butted up against the hoop with the presser bar. I know that Granny, she does all the old-fashioned, like the baskets, the butterflies, like the old-fashioned designs. Which are so cute. That got me like thinking about wanting to do like tablecloths and or old pillowcases. I probably don't need like an over-the-top tablecloth that I'd be afraid to use because it would get stained because food and this orange is not super. Why is do? And she does a lot with the filler cords. Okay, this is where we have to slow down because this, of all the things where I break needles the most, it's in the open air. So we'll just slow down. Okay, let's go in the other direction. Oh, I don't. Gotta work on our lighting switch. Okay. So this morning almost started off as a disaster because Ian dropped the water part of our coffee maker. And fortunately, it wasn't glass, but dislodged some of the plastic pieces. We were like, what are we going to do? You can't start our day without coffee. We don't know how to do that. So we boiled water and made coffee, but oh, it was almost rough at my house this morning. And there was a third stray cat. There's these two tabby colored ones and then a tuxedo. I haven't seen either of them, any of them in the past couple days, hiding out somewhere. Don't think they can really live at my house, but if we can make friends to at least take them to get fixed, that would help the not have a giant feral cat colony in my backyard. But the cat's got to be careful because there's like mountain lions and bears and coyote, not wolves, foxes. We got all that stuff. Bobcats too. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Okay. So our checkerboard done. Let's if we can try something here. Oops. See, cut a circle, made a lattice. Now I'm doing some stitching around the crossbars. Ooh, this is kind of cute. Oh, let's do a couple more of these little do. Needless to say, I'm very tired. It figures it did an amazing. Oh, shoot! I missed. Oh, love, that's terrible. You woke up to carbon monoxide detector beeping. At least it wasn't due to carbon monoxide levels in our place, but the unit was malfunctioning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sure you're very tired. Figures it did not in the morning. I was trying to sleep in. Oh my gosh. That sounds horrible. I'm Fortunately it was a malfunction and not really carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh my god. Yay. Scary. I know we try to sleep in and then the little man's at like by 7:30. It's like, rah, rah, aren't you gonna feed me? I hope your puppers are learning to sleep in too. I know those four-legged family members, they're kind of demanding sometimes. All right, let's see how this turned out. There, let me show you all nice better. Look at this. So I cut it out, and then filled it in a little bit. Oh, I'm hooked. Maybe one day I can be a fancy old granny stitching these things. Love it. Oh man. Yay. Mm, make a comment real quick. Oh my goodness, you had an actual carbon monoxide incident 15 years ago. Your hot water tank developed what they call lazy flame syndrome. I was grateful for that $10 detector that saved our lives, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Lazy flame syndrome. That just it sounds terrible. Okay, we lost my bobbin thread. There, we found it again. Yeah, I'm glad that I've not had that experience, but that just sounds terrifying. Yeah, we'll just fill in. We'll just have this over the top. I know the little filler details. So it just I don't know. I don't have words. I'm just enamored with all of these old-fashioned techniques. I'm just hooked. Let's try. We've done old-fashioned cotton threads. Let's try a modern actual embroidery thread. Let's do this sunshiny yellow. What is this? Robinson Anton 5825 lemon. Oops. There we go. I'm getting all twisted. I know, because you can do the same kind of like with the old fashioned cut out the butterflies and do that. It's such a utilitarian. Let's do some little swirls. Hey, oh, welcome, welcome. I know you're doing double time. We're just playing with free motion embroidery craziness. I know we're not as exciting as Tyler's chat, but oh man, that server is coming along super nicely. Like so simple, even I can figure it out. Just as well that it doesn't have it's simple because I listen to all you folks talk about the tech stuff, and I'm like, I hear words that I have no idea what they mean. Yep, yep. Awesome sauce. Oh, I guess we're just gonna turn this into the inside of a little flower. Oh, do I want to put my let's the end goal is for everyone to be able to use it. Absolutely, which is great because sometimes things just get too big and cumbersome. And as being someone who like knows just a tiny smidgers of enough to be dangerous, like what is I feel like I'm a good representation of like a very simple end user of like how does it look with because there's all the big tech things, but then you're like, okay, what's if I pretended that I was a simpleton, then that's me. And he has such a soothing voice. All right, happy little flowers. Happy little flowers. Oh, was I going to put my presser foot on? I think I was. Here's this section. All right, let's. Oh, what am I doing? I know that's like. I hope that Rumble Studio continues to make things like simple because like you want your granny to be able to just like plug and press play and go live. And we're getting there. We're gonna run into the same problem with my I'm like, you know what, let's just work with the pedals we've got because I'm super close to the edge of the hoop. We're getting hoop locked with my presser bar. Oh, but this will just be like one of those thistles that only does half a thing. We'll just make it work. And I'll just add some more yellows in here. Yeah, the user interface and instructions were made by people like me. Right. And it's which is great, but then they need people like me or like simpletons to be like, it. Yes, this works in programmer brain, but as far as like ease of end user experience, sometimes those things match up nicely, and other times they don't. They don't. Things need to right. That's why I feel like people why I grump sometimes and people are like it's this I'm like I know but I know I ask for the impossible but I want it to be easy that you don't need a 20 years of coding experience to have a good time because some people won't use it or they will but you're limiting your end users. And then that's just not going to be it. Yeah. I'll continue to do my part. And I'm here for it. I enjoy it. It's really difficult for people like us to explain to the regular people. Yeah, no, I know, because you're thinking in 5 different languages, different things, like with your ands and I can't even say that word, Boolean commands, and like it's yes or no, and this should just go to this. I know, my dad was a programmer. I did some baby coding. Well, even like in Rumble Studio at the very beginning, when you to change the colors, you had to put in like the 4-letter chroma key stuff. I was like, come on, can we just have a drop down of color choices? Because like, that just no. It made me laugh, but I'm glad that they fixed that because that, that was rough. Yeah, I'll continue to do my part for the. Hour into the seam, which is making it a little chunky. Like my recipes and instructions confuse Mrs. Goffo, I'm sure. You're like, if this, then this. If not this, then that. You just write recipes in Visual Basic for her. Like, am I making Hunter's Pie or are we drawing the rocket ship that goes off? Oh, silly, silly. Why did I have Bubbles and Squeak in my brain? It's not the right season for Bubbles and Squeak. I think it's because I got a cabbage in the fridge that needs to be turned into something. We didn't have a color picker until about 10 years ago, and we all know their hex code by heart. I know. I'm sure you. Yep, you memorize what you use regularly. And then there's others of us who like fumble every time. I'm like, what's the color code again? That's crazy. I can't believe it took them for so long to do something because it's not like CSS is new, but not that new. Funny. I sometimes like, yeah, that's my words. Yeah, I'll pop back into voice chat. Oops. All right. Let's add some more yellow to this. Oh, let me. No, we'll just sew off this section and start another one. Your baking instructions are all ratios and logic. That's funny, but works probably perfectly for the sourdoughs because it's like if we're at 40% hydration, then add 20% weight of flour. Oh, that's good. For certain things, that makes complete sense. All right, let's add some gold, and then I'll pop this off, and we'll look at this little flower. 25% chocolate chips to I'm making a mess in my thread tub. I should actually take the time to keep my. We'll just forget the rest of that sentence. Nope. You know, Phoenix sewing happy little flowers again. And we'll work on that. Then we'll figure out what we're gonna sew next. Okay. Can I find the eye of my needle? Oh, that's your Gaffa, your mother-in-law threw out my aging cheddar because she thought it went bad. Oh no. That is a oh no. Oh no. I can only imagine that those are the same types of tears that someone sheds when they see soap coming near the seasoned cast iron skillet. You're like, no, don't just don't do that. No, no. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Oh, that I'm crying on my inside. I I never made cheese. Oh no, I take that back. But farmer's cheese is not really like making cheese when you literally just take the cottage cheese, put it in the cheesecloth, and press and strain it. It is making cheese, but not with the rennet and all the fancy stuff. That's oh no. Oh, she also soaked your favorite Morningstar. Your Morningstar skillet in bleach. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sure as much as you care about her that you're also happy that she's not there anymore. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are like fighting moves. Yeah. Oh man. Like, I'm just gonna go talk to the cows. I'm gonna go talk to the cows. I'm gonna go talk to the cows. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, there's some stuff that you just don't do. Just going around adding a little definition because when I do too much of the same color, the petals start to bleed together. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, my mother-in-law didn't do things like that. She was the best though. I remember for the big day she made. There's this Polish infused. It's called Krupnik, which is a cinnamon honey infused vodka. So good. I should make a batch again. I haven't had Krupnik in a long time. I think there's some that you could buy, but they're not as nice as the homemade ones. do that in each song. I can understand your feelings after all that, right? I know my heart, like, I can feel the pain. I'm trying to. I got blessed. I had my Noni was the best. Bought me my first sewing machine, which I still have. Maybe one of these days I'll do a tour of my sewing machine collection. I got a few. And figure out what to do. I have an electric white rotary that the cord is shot, and I clipped it from the base. But the way that the terminal's on there, I can't get to angle in there to unscrew it. Mrs. Gotha says she won the in-law contest. Oh, good. Relationships are much better when you've got a good mother-in-law. Like, I know, I hear like horror stories, and I was like, no, that was not our experience. Yay. Yeah, the good ones are keepers until they die. And we still keep them in our hearts. All right, once we're done with this color, we'll pop it off and then take a look. And I think I'm going to add one more shade of yellow in here. I have a great mother-in-law, except when she comes over to get her son worked up over politics. I think it's a sport with her. Oh no. Yeah. That's funny. Sometimes it is, for sure. She's had enough practice. She knows how to push all of his buttons. All right, let's see how this flower is coming along. Here we are. I'm going to add one more shade in there. I can, and why not? Just trying to be good and trim our threads as we go along, because I keep getting to the edge of a project and having all the threads to trim at the end. Just like, do not avoid intarsia like the plague. Give me a cable to knit any day. Just don't make me knit intarsia. Nope. I don't like it. You can't make me do it. I've tried, so I know. She definitely has a good time seeing how much she can get him worked up. Oh, that's funny, love. Yeah. I'm sure she knows all of his buttons from all of her years of knowing him. Yeah, there's some stuff we just don't talk about. But yeah, it's so funny, parents and family. There's like the mom kids who like talk to their parents every day, and then I mean, we some families are different. They're like they only call if it's an emergency. They don't call to just chit chat. They'll text, but they're not phone people. So I'm like, all right, I have to make sure I set aside time to do those things. Here we go. Something was now we're getting ready to stitch with thread. Oh, I am hooked. And what is this brand? I should have. Did I take a picture of it? Oops, we'll just drop my hot potato. Ah, yes. These are Sullivan's heirloom embroidery scissors. I was like, I'm gonna throw this out. Knew I took a picture so I could share that. Yep, Sullivan's. Nice shears. Okay, let me get this. One, through the hole. The only problem with this mic stand here is it's in my. I keep feeling like my head's gonna hit it. But at least it's soft. Oh, come on, slide in there. Do it. Do it now. There we go. I love it. Something about women in my husband's family. He had a sister who enjoyed embarrassing her children. The good thing that they came out of that is that nothing embarrasses my nephews today. Yeah, they've seen it all. Yeah, that takes. My grandma always used to say there's all kinds of fish in the sea. I'm wanting to go to a Ricoma embroidery. You want to get a Ricoma embroidery machine? That sounds fancy. Oh, is this one of the? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I yeah, one of those fancy. I all I can think about is how noisy that machine is. It must work better than my baby lock. Oh, such a huge stitch area. Yeah, so that's one of these. Ay, ay, ay. I also don't have $10,000 to spend on a sewing machine. Oh, comes on its own table. You can have so many threads. I'm just not. I don't want another sewing machine that's got a computer in it. Got one, don't love it. And also I pushed it to the max. Something is like in there. I need to figure out what's wrong because that machine, I joke, it's like a Harley, as in always in the shop. But it's got some nice things. Yeah, that's a fancy sewing machine. I've seen, oh my gosh, in my rabbit hole of Indian and Pakistani embroidery and fabrics, I've seen there is a machine that does not only the embroidery, but it's got a foot that feeds out sequins and beads. I was like, where can I get that attachment? And will it? It's like all in a tube, and it just moves it over, and it's. I was like, oh, yes, please, that I want. I've not seen them in this country. I'm sure they must have them. I'll have to look. But also probably not in my price range right now, I'm guessing. Let me see if I can find it. I had an automatic quilter for years at my old house. That sounds fascinating also. Definitely makes that part less time consuming. My grandma would use her machine to piece them, but then would do all the quilting by hand. She liked to do it that way. I don't have the patience for that. And I don't have enough small. Well, I guess I've got some small humans I could make little quilts for, but I only need so much bedding. The buyers wanted the quilter too, so you sold it to them. That's it. We're gonna buy your house, but can we get the quilting machine also? That's funny. Like they didn't care about the fridge and the washer and dryer. They're like, just leave us this quilting machine. All right, I think I'm gonna call this a flower. Let's finish this off and start another. That's silly, Gaffo. Because we never know what somebody's gonna want. Oh, don't cut through my. Don't cut through the stitches. All right. One happy little thistle. I'm glad we added that third color in there just to give it a little more depth. Well, these would. Oh, you know what? Say this to be a pocket for something. I figured out. I always figure out I like start stuff, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And sometimes it's like it doesn't matter when I start, but then eventually it's like, oh, I know what your your final destination will be. Let me reach around and grab my other piece of denim. I like stitching on that. All right, how do I peel myself out without knocking a cord over? The added color is making a big difference. I know, it's so funny to just add the difference of 2 colors to 3 in the it's a realism, but it's not really a very realistic flower, but just the satisfaction of looking at it. And I am hooked on these little extra stitches. All right, where's the material I'm looking for? Okay, don't knock anything. Oops, okay. Oops. All right, quick stretch. Oh, pick up our piece. Next. Hey, Allie. Oh, good. Perfect timing. Yeah, we tried something different, stitching on denim with some different open air techniques. Our little thistle. Yeah. Let's sew something else. I can light myself in like sticking to my bench. Excuse me. Let's see here. What? Oh, that could be fun. Okay. It got to me an idea. I was thinking about butterflies earlier. So what if we use the seam line as the body and then do some wings? I like doing an embroidery on denim. The best results I've had is with denim. I'm quite pleased with stitching on the denim. It's nice and sturdy. I did really enjoy sewing on this, doing the embroidery on this silk that one day. That it just slid so nicely over that brocade. Do I? No, we'll just be careful. Let's see here. I saw a pen. And I'm just throwing cutting tools overboard because it's being bad. Let's see here. We'll just. Yeah, this black on this is not. Can we? I can't even see what I'm doing. Hellos all around. Good. Remove those. I guess we'll just, let me load something up and then I'll just stitch an outline and then we'll go from there. Because what's my brain thinking? Okay. I'm burning threads in my brain. Oh, let's just be simple and do an outline in white. We don't need to be overly complicated yet. We'll get there. We'll get to the overcomplicated section soon enough. Right now we're just going to do our outlines. I just use plain white. You can see what's going on here. Ooh, but I did it. I got a whole box of 100 of the 7511s. It's so weird that they came all in like the little flat packs versus my other box that's just like, and we are just a box of 100 needles. So we're good to go for a hot minute. All right, let's do a little snippety dood off the tip. Okay. Down, press your foot down. Yep, welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. Stepping away for a few, I'll be right back. All right, no worries, honey. All right, let's sew a, you haven't seen that type of 100 Schmetz box. Yeah, me neither. I was like, what? It's not what I was expecting, but it's cool. It works. But it just seems like a waste of so much plastic because they're all like little, it's like that you would buy an individual pack of needles, but in a box. It's like, okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, we throw realism to the to the wind at the costume shop. Okay, we have an outline. And I think since we're up in this quadrant, let's trim this open here. I know I found these Sullivan's embroidery shears for $4 this week. They are so sharp and I'm quite pleased with them. They're perfect for this job. I like my coffee like I like my submarine plate, black and blacker. Black is night, and I like my shears sharp and slender. Okay, we'll just pop this foot off for a second. Okay, do we need to? Okay, we're all tucked in again. There we go. I remember how to sew only every other week. I was thinking I was going to be a butterfly. We could do a bee next. Yeah, something to see about it. We have Chunktown going on right now. What is... Right now we just have a hot mess. Gross. Right now we just have a disgusting mess. I'll get back to that side. We'll think about what's going on with that. That quadrant's going to just sit in the corner and think about itself. And I'm just going to trim another one. We'll see what this morphs into, right? Yeah, right now it's trying to just morph itself into it. Used to be turned into coleslaw at this right now. Right now we're just getting ready to drop it in the bin. We're just going to start a new section while that one contemplates its purpose in life. All right, let's do that again. Looks like an eyelet of a sail on a shipwreck at the bottom of a sea. Yes. Yes. Should I just turn this one into a sea monster then? We're sewing sea monsters at the costume shop today. Agree, 100%. Oh, did I forget to put... I think I forgot to put the presser foot bar down. Possibly? Now we're just into the accident section of the show. There's something off. Oh. Well, that doesn't help either. Trying to knuckle around the thread guides the right way. It hasn't looked like the Kraken yet. Oh, we might get there. Kraken to Kraken. Oops. And well, that's one way to... This one's gonna go into... I think this project, I think this... I think we got wrapped up in seaweed here. Yeah. I can't even. This is such a disaster. No. So much for this butterfly. It's a good thing Butterfly's not here to see me butcher this. No. Done. Not even going to continue. Trash. Utter, utter rubbish. Maybe later I'll go back and unpick it and start again. But this just looks like a hot disaster. What else do I have to sew? Next. Take 3. Giggling and sewing don't mix. Yeah, right now. The giggling or the jiggling aren't working very well right now. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be it. Let's try a little something different. Oh, but this is the hoop. Came across a Brazilian channel, and she is doing all the old-fashioned, like for pillowcases and table runners and tablecloths. And she had this trick of one of her hoops wasn't fitting right, so she wrapped some paper around it, and I think I need to do that for that hoop. You could use it as a patch for jeans, yes. Similar look to people putting those gunshot holes painted in the cart. Right, yeah, that is an idea. That is an idea. I know, I went to a place, I did a thing for the first time, and we survived to tell the tale of it. But I managed, of the handful of attempts, I got the target at least once. Was it the best? No. But did I hit it? I sure did. Let's get back to my Tubbo green. So we've got our pirate. I guess we were into the nautical section of the show. Now we're going to sew a pirate flag. I went to the point, I took the whole presser bar right out of the machine. I've seen that. That is an option. But that would mean I would need a dedicated machine, and I don't. I love this machine for everything. I'm not ready to do that. I can definitely see why and where. I see a lot of the Indian machines. They've done that too. All right, this one I actually have a little map on this one. Okay, our mateys. That just means you need to get another treadle absolute. You're an enabler. Then I'd have to figure out where to put it. I don't have enough room in this room. And the ones I've seen, the prices are terrible. Like $250, $300 without the perfect puzzle box. Like, no. Can't do it. If I had if I had any outlets outside, I might consider converting our little outside shed space to another sewing room, but then I couldn't stream because my bathroom has no electrical outlets and there's not a single outlet on the outside of the house. So I'm kind of, yeah, stoked. I'm thinking it's time to sew some leather slippers. So maybe next week we'll break out Brunhild. She needs some love. And I'm just terrified that I'm gonna like break one of that little screw in the bobbin case. And that would make me cry. Excuse me, what do I want to fill this in? Oh, trying to figure out which path I'm driving on. There we go. I'll just add this to my collection of handmade Rumble logos. Maybe I need a better logo for the circus. So I'm doing branding for all these other things, but we need sewing circus tents. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's fine. So let's do some filler. To the point, I got magnets to filter the dustbin when I sweep to get the lost spring or screw. Yeah, I'm always scared of losing those little screws. Yeah, between the little screw and, oh no, spring. That's what I'm thinking of. There's that little spring in the bobbin case, and I'm just terrified that something's going to happen to it. And I'm like, what am I going to do if I break that piece? You lost an 1892 screw for the needle bar on your UFA, and you can't find another. That sounds like a disaster. Yeah, because there's some stuff, if something happens to it, you just can't. It's hard to get another one. Anita. Oops, that's just boobs. I know, these old machines are great, but they're certain. They have Spare part's not always easy to come by. Ooh, it's getting toasty out there. Which is not going to be good because it's a little windy, kind of dry and hot. So that there's that one of the fires that is already. They managed to keep it since yesterday at 500 acres, but yay! There's a 500-acre fire burning in my county. Woohoo! And then there's a smaller one. Yuck. And it's just barely fire season, and we're not even at like high risk yet. It's only moderate. And we ran out of bobbin thread. Awesome. Ooh, you have rain right now. You need to go out after it passes. Fair, yeah. Enjoy getting out of the house. Oh, pop this off. Yeah, I don't know the next time it'll rain around here. It might not rain until September. I'll have to take a picture of put in some flowers around one of my rose bushes, some little violas and a pansy and an amaranth. I just wanted more flowers. I just love me a little flower garden. One of these years I'm going to put in so I can get some more cutting flowers so I can have a cut and come again flower garden. I just keep forgetting to put the seeds in early enough. And I don't know, I had sunflowers. They didn't come up. My sunflowers would grow to be like 2 feet tall, like I grew miniatures. And then like 3 houses down, not far away, there's like 8-foot sunflowers. I'm like, why are mine so little? But the blueberries are coming in nicely. It's too bad the deer decided to eat most of the strawberries. I had a whole bunch coming up. And then the deer were like, oh, thank you for these snackies. There we go. Nothing like getting the thread wrapped around the presser bar. All right, let's try this again. Guess I'm not attached. What shape are we stitching? What am I doing? What are we making? Are we just going to do swirls, or do I want it super dense? Oh, that would be funny. All right, let's just see what happens. I guess we're doing swirlies. Oh, let's see here. You've got the 6-foot type sunflowers growing now. They are just shoots at 2 feet tall already. Oh my goodness. I know, I had some corn I should have put in, because now it's too late, because the corn's supposed to be knee-high by the 4th of July. And if I haven't started it now, I lost my chance. But I have a squash that's got some flowers on it, and I saw a baby tomato. So that's good because I almost didn't start anything, but what was it, 2 weeks ago? I had a crummy. I had something. I needed to buy plants. I needed some foliage retail therapy. This is not super tight. I'm gonna have to try that technique of wrapping some paper around the hoop so I can get the fabric more taut. This hoop is just super slippy. Yeah, Corn just brings the raccoons. You gave up on those. Yeah, fair. I don't. It's so funny what you hear from like one spot versus a couple spots down where like somebody's got some fruit trees and they keep having bears in their yard eating the apples and foxes in the chicken coop. And I don't see them, even though they're in the hood. I do not love this hoop. I had a beefsteak already. Oh my goodness, still green zucchini flowers already. Oh, and cucumbers. Yes. Oh, I gave up on growing cucumbers because I couldn't keep them watered enough. And I was just disappointed. That's my favorite is homegrown cucumbers. Maybe I'll try, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Always try to just learn and practice better. And some days it's just a bust. Why am I grumping on this project all of a sudden? Okay, that's just so straight lines. I'm not bidding another project yet. Cucumber would be difficult in the desert or semi-desert regions. Yes, it is. And even though we're at just under 2,000 feet, we are the subalpine desert. I know. Oh my gosh, there's grump and thinking about the fires. They're like, oh, climate change, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, no, you guys didn't want to do forest management because of trying to save the owls, and now they just got invasive owl species, and they're like, to save the one owls, we're going to have to kill the other owls, and people are in an uproar. And because, so fire is a season and here, and some of the trees and plants won't grow unless they've been burned. And they're like, no, we can't do forest management. We need to conserve all this stuff. But now there's so much fuel for the fires. It's a mess. Hot mess. Nobody consulted me. But actually, a whole bunch of this stuff is like from the 70s and 80s of land mismanagement, and now we just have to deal with it. Oh well, it's a good thing I got the scanner out. Yeah, I guess I should just get a scanner. Figure it out. I'm glad I picked a modern thread for this part instead of an antique thread that I can't. If it's gone, I don't have any replacements. Oh, if I had a piece of paper close, I'd try that technique. I just can't decide what my plan of action. We're just stitching in circles, or in triangles as the case may be. But tomorrow I do have a little top cut. I got some cute things for tomorrow. I'm practicing my polka for our polka skirt. Oh, I just find some good polka music. I'll dance the polka tomorrow. Paperwork sanding with 80 grit paperworks and wrapping the fabric. Wrapping with fabric. I'll work on the wood. Good to know. Because yeah, this hoop is very slippy. Just not as nice to stitch with. It's the biggest one I got. I decided to make a big flag. Thanks, Allie. Yep. The hands decided they wanted to stitch some of the flowers. Happy little flowers. Oh, the metal ones I have all had cork rings to clamp, and the plastic I gave up on. But the ones that worked had a clamping lip that the fabric would pinch into. Yeah, I have one that's a plastic with a metal, like a pincher piece, but the plastic cracked. I think my mom said those are, because they have, for the punch needle embroidery, you need a hoop that's like super tight, or that gets the fabric super taut. I'll have to look for that kind. Or just fix the ones I have, because I don't really need a gajillion things. I just need a few things that work perfectly all the time. I'll figure it out. I don't think I've seen a metal embroidery hoop ever. No. No, I want to go look for one. I just said I don't need a gajillion things. All of it. Ooh, you like the drum skin tight ones. I have a sterling silver 5-inch hoop. What? I've never heard of such a thing. That is a very expensive hoop. Oh, now I want one of those. Yeah, they stop putting ideas of things that I will probably never be able to find, but I'm like, I would like me one of those. Always got me on the search for unicorns. Hmm. Oh, Elle, you got the silver one in a pack with others. Thought it was a normal one when I got it. Then when I took it apart, I noticed the hallmarks on it, right? Because it was probably old enough that it was stamped with the maker's mark and all. Fascinating. All right, so I have to look for antique sterling hoops, assuming that they haven't all been melted down and repurposed. Those keep my eyes on, open for. All right, and I think we'll fill in the outside, and then once that gets nicely filled in, we'll cut out the middle, but we're not there yet. I know, I wonder if I haven't seen that Wilcox and Gibbs listed anymore, so somebody was either foolish and bought it or they took the listing down. I haven't seen it in a couple days. Go on the quest for a chain stitch machine. I know, right, love? I didn't know they made sterling silver hoops either. I know. I didn't even know they made metal ones, period. Always on the hunt for unicorns around here. Oh, it's so warm. It's making me sleepy. Be nap time after the show later. Let's see here, Allie. There are way too many people with no knowledge of the Wilcox and Gibbs that rush out and get one with missing parts, etc. I wonder if that's what happened, and I appreciate you being the voice of reason. So I just want it to go. I just wanted one that is all set and ready to sew. I can't deal with missing parts right now, or a missing table for that matter. Because with the base being so different, I'm sure it's not like you can just plop it onto any table. It's got to be that table. Yeah, 175 for a machine that, unless you've already got the parts, doesn't sew. Oh, well, mine's waiting for me. It'll be there when I'm ready. I don't need it. I don't need it. I just want it. Yeah, love it. Makes you wonder if the original owner of the silver hoop, who the silver hoop was, I assume they were wealthier than the average person. That's likely true. I don't, Ellie. I just like the way it looks. Yeah, because I think I would just use it for filler for big embroidery stuff, and I don't. It's definitely I don't need it. I can do everything I got enough machines to do everything I could want right now. Baby Coobies, why are you looking at me like that with your eyes half open, sleeping on the like that? The novelty of it. What you doing, Goobers? My inspector is just in front here. There's one of them. Oh, I shouldn't jinx ourselves that we haven't broken any needles yet today. Pretty good. Oops. Did it. I knew if I said it enough that it was going to happen. Oh, that's fun. I broke this one in like 3 different pieces. Awesome. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need a your sharps container. I probably should put all the broken needles in with my bobbins. All right, let's break open this new box and try not to chip my nails. Oh, Allie, what jinx you? Hello, Michael Keenan Art. Let's see, let me get what jinx you to not break needles was buying a pack of 100. Now you will never break needles. Oh, right. Welcome, sir. I hope you're having a happy Saturday. Welcome to the circus side, where we are gonna replace a needle because I was just saying how I hadn't broken one yet today. Only to go and break a needle. What are you painting in these days? There's what? Does this needle not have a flat side to it? Are these? Did I buy a box of needles that I can't use? There's the flat side. Well, let's see how this is gonna work. Oh. And there's no. Huh. Well, we're just gonna load this up and hope for the best. Oh, it's kind of weird. I think I bought the wrong needles. It's got like a groove. Let's see here. So this says CANU 1380 EB1 DBXK5 SES. Yeah, I don't see a flat side, and there's like a little divot. Oh. Eyelet, left, right. Okay. Right. That the groove is good. Okay. We've got groovy needles. Yeah, we'll just. But do I want the groove to go to the left, to the outside, or to the inside? Yeah, I don't know. EB. Yeah, this says EB1. Hmm. Oh, embroidery system. Oh, right, because they were. Well, I'll just hope for the best because I got 100 of them. Groove to the left. Sweet. Okay, did it. Well, I'm so glad you're here to help walk me through this. So glad for everybody who's popped into, whether we've chatted or not. I appreciate everybody stopping by the circus side. Why am I using my old shears? Okay. There, we've got a threaded needle. I think round shank, you need a system 705. All right. It's a good thing I only spent 20 bucks. I don't think I listed this as the needle you need. The well, because I just assumed because in this pack that's got the 75, I wasn't looking carefully. We'll see how this works, and I'll either, well, let's see what's going to happen. Nope. That was it. I broke that needle already. Screw it. All right, we're going back to my generic show. All right. This is needle number 2. Oh, heard weed whacking going on. It's like, where's that sound coming from? I guess I'm just going to go through the pack of needles I have, whether they're perfect or not, because I already have them. We'll just finish working through this box. Oh, okay. Yeah. So these are weird. Somebody wants a box of needles that are round. I got one for you. Minus the one that I broke. All right, next. Oh. Good times, good times. Phoenix, do you know how to thread the needle? Only someone I can pretend to see it. $20 sounds cheap for a box of 100 Schmetz needles, too. All right, fair. Well, not. I didn't even get a whole stitch locked before that tip broke off. Knockoff Schmetz needles. Somebody. Like frauds. If your box look like this, don't get those ones. 0 out of 0 stars right now. Do not recommend. It was so weird. I was so excited. And then I was so disappointed. It happened that quickly. Now we're stitching with thread again. I got them from Amazon. One of these days. I knew I should have just tried out Wawak. I think I just got counterfeit needles. Which of all the, I guess, there's cheap knockoffs of everything. I'll know better for next time. I don't even know what type of sewing machine. I've never seen a round that it doesn't have a flat side. Like every machine I've ever used, the needles always have a flat side. So bizarre. But now we know. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, and it's a store I have not purchased from yet, so I think I'll just work through the box I have, and when I'm ready, I'll just put in a big order. I'm guessing at the rate I'm doing embroidery, I'm gonna either A, want more colors, or B, run out of thread. That I think. Oh, you do have a round shank machine. I think that is for the industrial embroidery machines. I see. That would make sense. Yep, and that is a machine I do not have. So I just don't. Yeah, don't feel like spending 10 grand on a machine with a computer in it. I just can't bring myself to it. Just too noisy for me. Though did I talk about this earlier? Do you know if there is a attachment Like they have that spits out the beads or the sequins. I want to look for one of those. If I could get that to work, that would be fun. I have not seen an attachment like that at all. Yeah, I did not until I fell into the rabbit hole of watching the Indian embroidery channels on Instagram. Let me see if I saved one. Where's the- Oh, well, there's this. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. But this tool looks super cool also. For sequins, it just spits around and fastens them like that. That would be fun, but that's not. Did I save it or not? No. Let's see here. Bead. Shoot. No, not the sewing machine foot, but it was like a tube, and it just spit them out. I have seen them do beads one by one with just the needle and the machine. I don't know if it was a special. I don't know. Um, bead. How do I? What is the search? The attachment is fascinating. I've not seen that one before. Yeah, I haven't seen one of those sequin ones. Where's? What am I thinking of? Bead sewing machine. Is that it? Um, not a foot. Not that. Not that rolly thing. I wonder if it was because I think it was on in one of the industrial embroidery machines. I wonder if it's an attachment for that. Or, oh, oh, Yeah, so they're doing it on this industrial machine. But that's not the thing I'm thinking. But the one that's in my head had a tube that was filled with the beads and sequins, and it like slid over, and the it just worked. Well, right. Okay. Let's see here. Yep, that I know that roly thing is to get the beads. Allie's the beadwork. They would do one stitch through the center and then tack the loose end with the second stitch. Should we? Oh, yeah, because that's kind of how I did the sequins last week. So do we? I think I have enough. Oh, my random wax pencil, skull beads, ruby. So I'll just do one or two. Because I don't think I showed last when I did the applied the sequins last time. So for the my other one that's it doesn't matter. So this was fun. So of course we can't get you super close. So I took the forceps, took the sequin, lined it up, and then I just took the hand crank and went through the sequin and again, and then I would advance it. It was very time consuming. Actually, no, it wasn't that bad. It only took me for that small piece, like half an hour. But I think it would be faster. I'm going to try that, adding the sequence again on a different thing, but I've got it'll be way easier, I think, to do it with the sequins that are all on a string. Okay. One random sequin. Oh, as we're getting towards lunchtime. I hear the tummy gremlins grumbling. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. I'll go back. I'm sure that I've saved enough that I can. They'll feed me another one so I can pull it up tomorrow. Because it was just fascinating. It's like, it just looks like fun. As if Phoenix needs more ways to over embellish and over design projects. Embroidery, sequins, and now I kind of want to try beads. I have oodles of seed beads that are not living their best life right now. All right, let's add another green here. We'll do this lighter colored one. Okay, yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Or next month, Fringe of the 70s. Yes. We can do that too. Oh, because that reminds me, I've been seeing a lot of feathers that are made from taking two layers of tulle, stitching it down the middle, and then just cutting. Yeah, next month might be feathers and fringe. Did I break another needle? No. Something just didn't sound right. Yeah, right now we're in sequin season. All right, y'all. My butt is going numb, so that must mean I need to get up for a few minutes. I really thank you everybody who stopped by the circus today. It was a pleasure having you all at the shop. I will be back tomorrow at 3:30 for garments, and we will show off our skirt that we finished last week. So don't wait till tomorrow when you can be fabulous today, and don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, enjoy your day and be amazing. And I'll catch you when I catch you next. All right, bye. Thank you, everybody.